Hello everyone, welcome to Ding Group. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. Well, if you are interested in this kind of business, you can contact with us. Our sales manager will give you an introduce about the details of the equipment. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. You can get this kind of equipment that's to recycle the waste things from the waste tire, waste plastic, and we can sell the oil in the carbon black and other kind of products from this kind of business. Well, if you are interested in this kind of business, you can send your requirements to us. Our sales manager will give you a brief introduction. And if you are if you have any questions, because for example some safety device or some other functions problem, you can just type in a common place and we can have and communicate. Well, today's live show will give you some sharing about the safety device of the kind of equipment. Well, we need to ensure the safety production. And so we have some different kinds of safety device that it will just prevent the explosion, prevent some the pressures problem or the temperature. So today's live show, this is the some sharing, and during this introduce, if you have any questions, you can just comment in the comment place. And on the common place, we also have our email, our WhatsApp, and our website. You can also contact with us directly. So just any questions you want, you can just type. And now we are the manufacturer in China. We are in Henan province. That we have our own factory that is nearby our company. That it's occupied more than 40,000 square meters. So we have different kinds of prototype that is in our factory, and you can visit there, know more information, know the details, know how to build a kind of equipment. So just if you want to visit our factory or visit our client's factory, you can just comment to our manager first. And then we will give you some the time that to visit there. So okay, and in the common place, we also have our WhatsApp. You can just contact with us directly during this live show. Any questions you want, you can just type in the common place. And today we're going to share some information about the safety device. Well, our equipment is to recycle the solid waste and the hazardous waste that we can get some products. For example, from the waste tire, that we can get the oil sludge, the flue oil, the carbon black, and the steel wire after pyrolysis. And these three kind of products, we can also sell it directly, and or we can have a deep processing. This is what our equipment can do. And other kind of material, waste plastic, because in our daily life we have plenty of waste plastic that they can all recycled, and we can get the plastic flue oil. They can use that like the cement factory, glass factory, bricks factory, or other products. And this is the plastic. And also we have some oil sludge, coal tar sludge, that they all can recycle the oil from them, and other kind of like the carbon black. So this is what our profits can get. If you are interested in this kind of business, or you want to get more information, you can just contact with us, give you more detailed. And also we have three kinds of equipment. They are the batch type pyrolysis plant, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, and the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Well, they are suitable for different kind of raw materials and different capacities. So let's have a look at one by one. What are the three kind of equipment's advantages and the technique. Well, the first one is the batch type pyrolysis plant. The capacity is, the biggest one is 20 ton, and we also have 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, 18 ton. Or if you want a smaller one or the bigger one, you can also contact with our engineer to give you this design. If you have a smaller one, you want that, you can get 1 ton, 2 ton, this kind of capacity. And the efficiency of the batch type pyrolysis plant is we can get 1 batch for 1 day, and nearly 20 to 22 hours that we can have 1 batch. This is the capacity. And the fully continuous one, the biggest capacity is 50 ton. So it's more bigger than the batch type one. And the efficiency is much more higher. It can work without stop for 24 hours and for 45 to 60 days. So they can all have this kind of production for 60 days. Don't need to cool down the reactor to discharge carbon black. And also we have another equipment, the semi-continuous one. This is we can get 3 batch for 2 days. And also the capacity is same as the batch type. Biggest one is 20 ton, and also we have 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, 18 ton. So this is the different choice of the equipment. And about the detailed device, what kind of device the whole line have, and what step is the different equipment. Well, for the pyrolysis plant, we have this kind of step: the feeding system, the pyrolysis system, the discharging system, the cooling system, and or we can call the condensation system, and the purification system. This 5 step, or some equipments that have the pre-process step. This is a different device we need to use. And today we will share some device, the safety device, to ensure this equipment is work at a simple temperature, safe stress, and don't have some problem like the flash explosion or some other. You can have a look from this PowerPoint. We will give you a detailed introduce. And during this introduction, if you have any questions, you can just type in the comment place. And welcome our friends. So this is the Doing's live show. We are the Doing Rope, a manufacturer of the waste tire with plastic. Any questions you have, you can just type in the comment place. Okay, let's have a look at some safety device. We have the 4 step, the safety instruments, safety device, safety structure, and operating safely. For this 4 step, to ensure we have a safe environment to have this production. The first is the safety instruments. Like this, this is a tube that it can move randomly because the gas, it's this outlet. So the gas will just run randomly. So this is to control the waste, to protect the temperature and the stress. And then the gas will come out from the outlet, come to the tube, then it will come to the buffer tank. This is to slow down the speed by the buffer tank to ensure the speed was not very fast and it can just surely condensed. And then this is a generator, and this is the guide of the rolling furnace. Well, this is to ensure it is work in a one line, so there is no pressure and no release of the gas. And you can see the tube. The tube have a globe. This is different between the tube that is in the feeding system because the gas will work randomly. So we need this valve to control it, don't remove from the other place. So this is some safety device that you can have a comparison between our design and other manufacturer. But we are the same, well, that we are different because there's some different design to ensure different qualities and different safety environment. And then we also have some this purification system. This is a panel, control panel, a PLC system. Well, to ensure all the production is in controlled data, controlled environment. So if you want to have a more automatically device, more automatically equipment, you can buy this safety panel, the control panel. Well, this is an optional device. And here are some different safety devices. For example, the vacuum device. Well, this is one of our patents. Because if you are familiar of this business, you may know that this is a very serious problem that some of production may have a flash explosion. So we need to solve this problem, and our engineer got this vacuum device. This is to prevent the flash explosion by using 1 hour or half an hour to pump the flue gas that release in the vacuum, the furnace, that pump it to the purification system and the sulfidation system. And then when we open the feeding door, open the starting door after pyrolysis, no safe flash explosion will have. This is why we have this vacuum device. And then the second is the oil-water separator. Well, it's also one of the condensation system, the condensation devices. This is one of the devices, but it also have the effect to control the safety environment. Well, it's the same. You can say it's very familiar with the water seal. This is kind of water seal. Just a difference is it have a water cover outside to condense the water, but inside is very same. An oil-water separator to prevent it come back to the front side of the device, it will have some safety problem like the explosion. So this is what the oil-water separator do. The first it is a safety device. Second is a purification device, and the sulfidation device. And then it's also a purification device. The oil gas will come through the water to purify the gas, to remove the particles, the dust and the gas. This is the second oil-water separator. And then this is the water seal. It's set by cooling the water, by just using the water, we prevent it back to the front device to get the safety environment. This is some of the safety device. Also, we have other safety device like the temperature monitor, pressure monitor, or the alarm bell, the automatically released temperature device that released gas pressure device that to just ensure we have in this safety environment and don't have some serious problem. And here is the safety structure of the furnace. You can have a look. This is the furnace that the manufacturer of the material that we use of the furnace. We can use the boiler plate or use the stainless steel. The red one is a boiler plate, and the white one is the stainless steel. Well, because different raw material may have different state, and some of them may have it's corrosive, so we need different materials. But the design is the same to control it, have a long surface life, don't have some problem of the cracking or the explosion or the release of the gas, random release. So we have this furnace, you can see the word it shows us. The anti-pressure reactor head, we call it, adopt the arc-shaped pressure vessel type reactor head, which is formed by one-time compression in the head factory, also in our factory in Henan province. Well, this type of the head has particularly strong pressure resistance. This is to ensure the temperature and the pressure. And then this biggest run at the output avoid carbon black get into the condensation system. So it's just because if the carbon black come out to the condensation system, it may clog the tube inside because the tube is very thin. The purpose is to just spray the gas, and it can touch with the cooling water more efficiency. But if the carbon black is also come to the condensation system, it may clog and have some safety problem. This is also some structure. Also, just as I show, the front doors tube don't have the groove and the outlet we have because the gas will come out from here, which will control it don't move randomly to control the safe environment. And this is a some different step of the safety structure. If you have any questions about the different, what is this? This is the equipment of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. We can recycle the waste things like the tire, the plastic, and the oil sludge, coal tar sludge, by using the pyrolysis equipment, and we can get the flue oil, the carbon black, the steel wire from it. So this is what our equipment can do. Well, if you are interested in this, you can just contact with our sales manager. We will give you a detailed introduce, and the quotation if you want, we can also send you privately. Okay, and then let's have some introduce about different kinds of the equipment. We have 3 kinds of equipment: the batch type, fully continuous, and semi-continuous one. Well, they have some different design and different advantages. Let's have a look. Well, this video explains our fully continuous pyrolysis equipment, and this is the starting system, cooling system. This is a pyrolysis system, and this is the purification system. Well, those with a diameter of less than 1 to 2 millimeter rubber powder are conveyed to the horizontal feeding angle by the rubber powder lifting screw conveyor here, and then we'll convey it to our reactor for heating. This is the furnace. Well, the furnace of the reactor adopts the indirect heating design, with flame heating air, and the air will heating the equipment. Well, this can not only just protect the reactor inner body and to prolong the service life of the equipment, and also can just heat more evenly. And this is a hot wind furnace. Also, the purpose is to get the heating energy more evenly. Just you can see this furnace, we change the traditional burner system. If you have this live show, our used heating system is the burner and the tail gas burner. Well, we use this new design, the hot wind burner, which can just have the advantages of to inner firm heating. And the optional semi-automatic control and the automatic control system optional automation. So it will realize automatically temperature control, pressure control, and fire control. It's more convenient and more efficiency. This is a tube in the middle of the furnace. to control, give the more resistant pressure. Okay, you can see you can stop here. Well, this is the middle processing well to welding our two reactor parts. We have two parts because the fully continuous tube is much more longer than the batch type and the semi-continuous. Maybe 50 tank if you got. We have the 26 meter of the furnace. And there is a cooling circling water device here under it to cool the lubricating oil, thus protecting the supporting wheel. And then the back of it is the gas outlet. You can see here, the green part is our fixed section, well, through which oil gas enter the buffer tank upwards, and the carbon black falls back to the slag discharging system from the bottom. And this is the buffer tank, which is used to slow down the gas and to participate the impurities. And next, we come to the buffer tank condensation tank. We have 3 buffer condensation tank to further participate the impurities and to have just a buffer effect. Outside is a water jacket, which is to condensation the effect. The water covering outside is to cool down this flue gas. This is the U-tube design, which is used to balance the pressure and prevent oil gas from enter the oil tank during pumping. We have the 2-ton oil storage tank. And then we come to the vertical condensers, which is used to increase the cooling area and to ensure all the oil gas are cooled down. They have several types inside. Well, we have 3 vertical condensers. And then the gas will come to the water seal to prevent the tail gas from falling backwards. And then all the gas is condensed, but we also have some gas that can't be condensed. It's come to the optional environmental protection device, the tail gas desulfurization equipment. Well, this is to if you want to reuse the tail gas that you produced, the gas can be the heating energy. It can save your extra heating energy, but we need to purify it, or it have some bad smell. So we can have this tail gas desulfurization system. It's also our patent. Well, inside is a circulating water contain the sodium hydroxide reacts with the tail gas to remove the hydrogen sulfide. Here is the buffer tank, and then this is the 2 spraying tower will spray the sodium hydroxide. Well, use extra tail gas to generate the electricity. Our tail gas power generator system heats the blower with a purified tail gas. And the steam generated by the blower applies energy to the equipment through the system, the steam generator. And then it can improve the rate of the tail gas, save the heating flue and efficiency, and reduce the operation costs. And then is the discharging system. Here we use the discharging winch to charge the carbon black. Outside is also the water cooling jacket, the water cooling cover, so we can backpack it by a normal temperature of the carbon black. This is some safety device. The buffer tank is contact with a pressure relief value. If the pressure is too high, the pressure relief valve will automatically open to release the extra oil gas. It will come out to the water sealed, and the water safety valve is opened to release the pressure. Extra oil gas is transported to the standby water seal by water pump and to cool out into the oil. Here is the purification system. We have 3 devices on our flue gas treating system. The first is the air-cooled cooling device, which are be placed by the water cooling, and then it's to cool down the temperature of the gas. And the second is the post-dust collector, which is used to remove the dust. The third is the glass fiber reinforced plastic desulfidation tower. The flue gas have been cooled to below 120 degrees when entered into this part. This is the air equalizing device, and this is to disperse the flue gas and to make it contact with the spring tower mist more evenly. And the last is the automatically oil pumping system for the fully continuous equipment. We can collect the oil, then the oil we can just load it directly, or we can use at the heating energy at the glass factory, bricks factory, or other kind of factories. So this is what our equipment can do. And if you have any questions, you can just contact in the comment place. Or if you want to know more information, you can also contact with our sales manager. We will give you a brief introduce about this. So welcome our new friends and old friends. Any questions you want, you can just contact. We are the Doing Group, the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. All the equipment are built in our factory. So if you want to know more information, you can come our factory and see the prototype. And in the common place, we also have our WhatsApp, our email, and our website. You can contact with us directly to give more information like the quotation, the data, the layout, and other information. So now we have introduced about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. If you want to know more information about the batch type and the semi-continuous, you can also type, and let's show you their 3D video to know the structure. Okay, now let's have a look at the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Let's give you some 3D video and pictures to know more information about this. Well, the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, the capacity is 3 batch for 2 days. The capacity, we also have biggest one is 20 ton, and the smallest one is 10 ton. We also have 2 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, and 18 ton. So you can see here the production line of the semi-continuous equipment. Well, we also need some pre-process to crush the tube, the rubber, to crush the tire to the particles. And the rubber blocks will be a diameter below 30 millimeter. Will come to the reactor through the feeding screw conveyor. And it also have different section, the pre-processed section and the feeding system, the desulfurization system, pyrolysis system, cooling system, discharging system. And then we can also get the flue oil and carbon black and steel wire from the pyrolysis equipment. Just any questions if you want, you can just type in a comment place. So let's come back from the very beginning. See the semi-continuous one. You can see it's very familiar with the batch type. This shows is a 15-ton pyrolysis plant. We use the feeding system by using the feeding through conveyor to feed it into the reactor. And the heating system of reactor equipped it with 300,000 calories burners. There is a tail gas burner next to each burner. It will heat for about 2 hours, and the temperature will generally rise. The oil gas will be produced by 120 to 160, the white gas of the mixture oil gas and tail gas. And then this is the carbon black. It will discharge in a small reactor. Well, the carbon black can be discharged at the high temperature, so it's to save the cooling time of the reactor. And generally cooling to the certain temperature and will packing and discharging. So the slagging discharging system is connected with the lifting screw ganger, and the carbon black is discharged to packing the bag directly. You can see here is a reactor. And this, by using the lifting screw ganger, it will be packed. And then it comes to the buffer tank, which plays the role of slow down the gas and settling the impurities. And this is the mud tank, or we call it the salting tank, which is to purify the oil gas. And then this is the cold air system of the reactor, the water tank, which is used to cooling oil gas. And at a 5-ton oil tank is contact with the bag. And then this is the cooling system. We equipped it with a 15,000 kilowatt induced flat fan with 8 ports with a diameter of 263 millimeter. Well, let's back. This is the cooling system, and the cooling time is shortened from 8 hours to 4 hours. So it will generally improve the operation efficiency of the equipment. This is the optional device. Then this is the water film dust system, which is our standard flue gas purification device, which is where the flue gas is impurified. And also the desulfurization tower here of the customer can be chosen by themselves. It's also an optional device. It has 3 layers of the spraying and 3 layers of the purification. This is to remove the water resistance in it. And then the gas can release to the different region standard, because different provinces in China and different countries all over the world have different standards of the gas release and the production device. So we have different program for you. you can leave your place that you want to have this project, and our engineer will give you an analysis about the policies, some safety policies, the environmental protection policies, and the market. And here it is, the whole structure of the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. Any questions you have, you can just comment. And also we have a batch type pyrolysis plant. It's more economic, so it's much cheaper than the 2-1, and also have other advantages like nearly almost all the materials that can use this batch type pyrolysis plant to have these products. So if you want to have interested about the batch type, you can also comment in a comment place to give you some introduce about this. And let's have a look at the batch type one. This efficiency is we can get one batch for 1 day, and it also has some different capacity. The smallest one we have the pyrolysis plant unit, 1 ton, 2 ton, and with the biggest one is 18 ton or 20 ton. Also can just design by our engineer. So I welcome our new friends. If you have any questions, you can just comment. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire waste plastic pyrolysis plant. And now we are in China, in Henan province. We have our own factory that is more than 40,000 square meters. So you can also come to our factory and know more information about this. This is a 3D video of the batch type pyrolysis plant. You can have a brief understand, and then we will give you a detailed introduce. The batch type is also the same, have this 5-step, the feeding system, the pyrolysis system, the purification system, and then the starting system and the desulfurization system. Here is the desulfurization system. We have 2 designs. In the batch type, the fully continuous one, it shows us is a water tank. And then here is the tube condensers. Have different advantages. You can, if you want to know more information, you can also contact with our sales manager, and we will give you this introduce. This is also the purification system, the odor removal system to remove the hydrogen sulfide in the gas, and then the tail gas, which can return to the reactor, has a heating energy. So, and this is its return here. And then this is the desulfurization system, same as the semi-continue and fully continue. We use the spraying tower to purify the bad smoke inside. This is the carbon black. And this is just a safety device that we introduce. The vacuum device to just to prevent the flag explosion. Here is the burning chamber, while the extra tail gas can burn here directly. And the smoke is not released randomly. It also contacts with a purification system. And then this is the cooling system, cooling the furnace to get a high efficiency. Or if you just cold naturally, we need to spend 10 hours that can reach to a normal temperature. Then this is the discharging system. We have 3 ways to discharge the carbon black for the batch type pyrolysis plant: the front slag, side slag, and the back slag. All we can use by these 3 ways to discharge it. And then this is the carbon black processing system. We use it to discharge, to have a deep processing of the carbon black. Well, the carbon black have a high heating energy. It can use to replace the coal, have more than 3,000 kcal. And welcome our new friends. And then we just need to just pull out the steel wire by using this machine, or use the forklift, or by the worker. Last, this oil tank is 2 down. The last step is to pump the oil. Let's come back from the very beginning and give you a detailed introduction of different steps. And this is a production line in the factory. Daily processing capacity is such as this factory is 70 tons, sorry. And this is the carbon black air transportation system is optional. If you have more than 4 sets of the equipment, we recommend the equipment. They occupied more than 200 to 300 of each capacity of each equipment. This is the first step. the feeding system. It is used in an automatic feeder. Now the feeder is a hydraulic struct of 50 tons. It takes 2 workers to use the automatic feeder. About 1.5 or 2 hours to feed the automatic feeder, and it takes 2 workers to feed for 3 or 4 hours. 4 workers. And this is a combustion system. The combustion system is equipped with the 4 burners and 4 tail gas burners. By heating 2 hours, the gas will come out. And after the tail gas come out from the outlets, it comes to the buffer tank, which will slow down the gas, make the stay in the cooling system more time, and ensure the carbon black is settled down. The cooling system have 4 steps. The first one is here, the vertical condensers. It's the first cooling. They have 4 tubes in it. Each condensers have the 108 millimeter pipes. The pipe is surrounded by the circulating cooling water. And this is a 2-ton oil storage tank for the first cooling line. Then there is a second step cooling separator, the oil water separator, which is both a condenser and a safety device. It can prevent the oil gas from falling back to the purify oil gas, and the outer cooling water jacket will cool the oil gas. And then we come to the third cooling system, the horizontal condensers. We have 2 horizontal condensers, each weighs 68 millimeter pipe, which generally increase our cooling area, ensure that most of the gas is cooled after the first 3 cooling system. And the cold oil is temporarily stored in the sludge. And then here is the last cooling tower, which can ensure that all oil gas are cooled down and to improve the oil yield. And the non-condensable gas from the condensing tower, the tail gas, it will enter to the standard safety device, water sail, which is prevents the gas from falling backward. Here is the water sail, a back of it. And then this is the environmental protection device. We select the purify of the tail gas. The sodium hydroxide is added in the water to purify the odor of the hydrogen sulfide. This is a spring tower, and this is the buffer tank, the water sealed. The purification fluid filter inside here is used to disperse the gas. And the purified tail gas is recycled to the reactor through the pipeline to heat the furnace. And this is the environmental protection device we have selected for removing the sulfur dioxide and other bad particles in the gas that we need to release. This is also, we have a different program of the purification system. And here we can give you a more detailed introduce. This is our patent. This is called vacuum device. Takes half an hour to an hour to pump the residue oil gas in the reactor. And then it is pumped into the horizontal condensers to be condensed into the oil again. So just if the residue oil gas the density is very high, so it will be very dangerous when we open the starting door just randomly. It may burn and have a flash explosion. So we use the vacuum device and to protect, to control the safe environment, and it can also just ensure the oil yield. You can see this pipe will pump into the horizontal condensers. This is the burning chamber. The extra tail gas can burn here. And then it comes to the air cooling system of the reactor. We use the 15,000 kilowatt in the drafting fan with 6 ports with the diameter of 273 millimeter. The cooling time is shortened from 8 hours to 4 hours, which can prove the efficiency of the equipment. And then this is the side slack of the discharging system. And it have 2 advantages. The first, it have a high efficiency. Now we can slack twice of one volt. And then they directly charge the carbon black underground to prevent the carbon black from flying and pollution in the workshop. And then the carbon black will come to the carbon black by using the transportation system to have a deep processing. This is the batch type pyrolysis plant. It's a deep structure of it. Any questions you have, you can just type in the comment place. Well, the carbon black have a high heating energy. It can replace the coal, more than 7,000 kcal, the calorie. And then this is the last step. We need to pull out the steel wire from it. The steel wire we also can sell it directly, or we can remelt it. And the last step, we pump the oil, we collect the oil from the oil storage tank, and then we can sell it directly. Well, the oil, it is a flue oil, so we can use at the cement factory, bricks factory, glass factory as a heating energy. It is more than 300 kcal. So we can just do it, and this is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Any questions you have, you can just type. Well, if you don't have any questions, our live show is coming to an end. So just if you want to buy this equipment, or you are interested in this business, you want to know if it's very worth to have this business, or if you have any profit you can get, you can contact with our sales manager. We can give you an analysis about the market. Depends on your regions and the policies in your government. And give you an analysis, give you the profit analysis, market analysis. And then if you want to know the prices of different equipment, you can also contact. We can give you a detailed quotation of it, because we have different type, different capacity, different structure, and each section is different. We can use different device because the raw material is different, the capacity is different, so we have different design. So here, if you want no more information, welcome to contact with us. And then it's time to say goodbye. We have our live show every week, so you can follow it's welcome to follow our account. We can give you more information and give you more video of our company, of this business, some sharement. So this is the today's live show. I will make sure that there are no more questions today. And it's time to say goodbye. So, okay, and let's have introduce up again. We are the Doing Group, a manufacturer of the pyrolysis equipment and the purification system, the sterilization system. So welcome to contact with us by the WhatsApp, email, and the website. Thank you for your watching today. Have a nice day today. Goodbye.